Well, after several weeks of just sitting, we're finally going to put the sawmill to use. We've been so busy just working around the farm, getting the things done that we needed to get done. Sawmill's kind of been pushed to the back burner, but that's going to end today, and I'm excited. We've got this hickory log on here that we're going to finish sawing up, and we're going to be using it for various different things. Going to make some 8-quarter slabs, and then I'm going to make some 4-quarter slabs as well to make some cutting boards out of. So I've been wanting to make my wife a couple of nice wood cutting boards, and this log I think is going to be perfect for that. So we get this done, we'll see what else we'll get into. Thanks for joining us. I've already got some water in here from last time. I'm going to add a little bit more with some Dawn dish soap, just to help lube the blade a little bit. While I've been waiting, I actually ordered a second blade, a backup saw blade, just in case we have any issues or one breaks. I have a backup. And then I also ordered, on Amazon of all places, cant hook. And it's a very, very sturdy cant hook. I'll show it to you just in a second here. I'm using non-ethanol fuel. So this is the cant hook here. Seems to be very well built. It's got a solid handle. I mean, that is a beefy handle. Solid wood. And I don't remember what kind of wood it is. But if you're interested, I'll put a link down in the video description. Like I said, I got this on Amazon. It's actually got the attachment that comes with it to where you can roll a log up and it'll sit on a stand off the ground, so you can cut it with a chainsaw, or you can use it just for moving logs, which is what I'm going to be using it for. So we're going to give this a try out today. There we go. So this log sat a little longer than I would wanted it to, but it's still beautiful, beautiful wood inside there. Dump a little water on that, Johnny, please. Okay, that's good. Yeah, look at that, man. That'll make a beautiful cutting board right there. Now I'm leaving these slabs live edge because the ones I don't use, I'm going to pick the best out for making a cutting board. And the ones we don't use for cutting boards and other projects, I'm going to use the slabs for shelves in my workshop. So I want live edge shelves in there, make it a little more rustic looking. Well, I'm not sure what happened, but I think I broke a blade or it slipped off. Keep your fingers back. It might have just jumped off. Yep, I think it just jumped off. Awesome. Okay, well, that's good. We'll give that time to stop spinning and then we'll see if we can figure out how to get it out of here. Well, I couldn't hear it with the saw going and my earmuffs on, but we actually have a thunderstorm rolling in and it's not far away. So I think I'm going to go ahead and close this back up and try to get all these slabs up to the barn and put under cover before the rain gets here. And that'll give me time to research how to put this blade back on. Starting to fall. Well, that didn't last long. It was more of a side swipe than a direct hit from that storm. It's done moved off to the east. As they say in Florida, if you don't like the weather, just give it a few minutes. It'll change. It's back to blue skies. Well, regardless, it gave us a chance to cool off for a few, get some lunch, get a clean shirt, because the humidity is so bad out here. It doesn't take long to sweat and soggy up a shirt. So, all right. Hold that blade so it don't bend, please. Jonathan, can you just ever so slightly pick up on that board, please? Ooh, don't want to break it. Let me get some sticks. Just take a break. Let's get some sticks to stick under there. I should have brought a wedge. Okay, you're gonna slide this in that gap right there, the best you can, just where you can reach. Pick it up. Can you get it in there?
Yep.
Okay, let it down. Let's see.
There we go.
Okay, hold on one sec. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, pick it up. Good job. All right, beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 turns. Okay. Put it in there on top first would probably be the best, like the top part. Just watch it. Put it into his guides. See the guide there. Okay, you need some slack.
There.
Is it around it? Is that it?
Yep.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is tighten this up.
4 times.
1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do a little past 4 because I think it was a little bit loose. All right, let's okay, keep your fingers clear. Let's check this. Make sure it's tracking right. Does it seem to be staying on properly over there? Keep clear your fingers. That looks good. It seems tight. All right, let's try it. That was actually really easy. Well, that is one log down. So I think what happened is that blade, I'm pretty sure that blade is dull. Hickory is pretty hard wood, and I know we'd cut some cedar before, which is pretty hard wood, and it's cut quite a bit. And I think it's just the blade has gotten loose. I mean dull, which causes it to heat up, which causes it to loosen up, and that's what ended up making it come off. Because whenever I started and recut through that line, it was really, really, really wavy from where it was. So I tightened it up a little more than it was, and that helped out a lot. But it's still got a little bit of wave going to it, and it's pretty hard to push through there, even with the soapy water that I'm lubricating the blade with. So I think I'm going to go ahead and change this blade out before I cut any more logs, and that way I've got a new fresh blade on here, and then I'll work on seeing about sharpening this one. I don't know if there's a way to sharpen these. I feel like there should be, so I'll research that in the meantime. But at least we got this one done. And the good part about hickory, there's no waste because it makes great smoking wood. So you can see here, this is a little piece I trimmed off because it was super wavy, and that's not going to go to waste. We'll use that in the old smoker next time we smoke some chicken or some pork. But I love this wood. It's a beautiful color to it. If you look down that though, you can see the wave in the board where it wasn't a straight cut. And you're not going to make anything of any decency out of wavy wood. Now this has one flat edge, which I can probably sand or plane this down to where it's nice and flat and be able to use it for some shelves. But it is just for shelves, so it's not a major ordeal. But I don't want to be cutting any more good stuff with that blade. Now I just got to find a place in the barn to get this wood so it'll dry out a little bit more. It was a dead tree, so it's mostly dried out. It's been on the ground for about a year, and it was dead before that, so it doesn't have a ton of drying left to do, I don't believe. Let me turn the camera around. I'll show you too. We have finally started working on our little lean-to again. So this is going to give us quite a bit more barn space. This is another 12-foot bay here, and finally got all but 2 of the rafters are up. All the rest of them are up. So the way I did this is I have my ledger board up here, and I've got one more rafter that's going to come down and connect in with the fascia board down here. So I didn't bring these all the way out to the edge of the roof. I wanted the same overhang all the way around. So my fascia board comes down here. I'm just going to let it stick out, and it'll catch that last. It's only about a 14-inch overhang that'll give me, but at least it's some overhang. And then this down it through here. So it's going to be nice having this done. The problem is it's just so hot here in the daytime that throughout the middle of the day you can't work out here. It's just too miserable. You'll get bear caught too quick. So I've been doing that in the evenings when I get home from work. I'll come out here after supper and piddle around for an hour and a half, 2 hours before it gets dark. And I'm hoping the next evening I'll be able to get the fascia on and start getting the 2x4 purlins up on top so we can get the metal on, where we're going to put our hay once we cut in September. So we're on a little bit of a time crunch. I've still got plenty of time, but I don't want to push it to the very end and be scrambling to get it done to be able to put hay in. So the last thing on our agenda for today is going to be getting all these peanuts pulled up. So the weeds have taken over, which this is about what any peanut field would look like if they don't spray them, but they usually spray them not too long before they pull the peanuts, just so it kills all the grass. But these guys are ready to pull. I'll pull one up here and show you. Look at all them peanuts. Lots of good peanuts. Pure deliciousness right there. Peanuts are probably one of my favorite crops to grow because you can plant them and water them and leave them. That's it. They don't take a whole lot to grow here where we're at in North Florida, and it takes them a little longer than most of everything else in the garden, but man, they're delicious. See if I can crack one open here and show you. So this is what they look like inside. Hopefully the sun's not blowing it out too much. But yeah, when they turn that dark pink, reddish color, that's when they're the best to eat green. Of course, they're great eating boiled as well, which we usually eat a few when we're picking them, and then we'll boil the rest of them, make boiled peanuts. So anyway, I think I'm going to wrap this video up for today. Thank y'all so much for watching. We'll see you next time.